This is the Tao Nan 2022 mid-year paper. Okay, we'll be doing paper 1 today. Question 1. Round off 313,798 to the nearest thousand. 313798. Look for the thousands place, underline it. This is just good practice, okay? Look at the number beside it, bigger than 5, so this becomes 4. 314, the rest becomes 000. Answer is 4. Which of the following numbers is the smallest? Look at the first numbers. This one is out because it's the biggest. Then look at the second set of numbers. There's only 1 0. This is the smallest number. Answer is 1. In a class of 60 students, 26 of them are boys. What is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys? What they want is girls to boys. Boys, you already know, is 26. Girls will be 60 minus 26 equals to 34. So girls is 34. Make sure that you get the order correct. It's girls to boys and not boys to girls. Okay, if you're not sure how to divide, just divide it by 2 since they are both even numbers. So the answer is 17 is to 13. Answer is 3. Question 4. A robot can serve 6 cups of coffee in 1 minute. How much time does this robot take to serve 1 cup of coffee? 6 cups, 1 minute, 1 cup, here to here, divide by 6. So this will be 1 over 6 minutes. 1 over 6 minutes is the same as 1 minute is 60 seconds, right? 60 seconds times 1 over 6 equals to 10. 10 seconds. Answer is 2. Question 5. What is the length of the thumb drive shown below? Okay, look carefully. This number here is 2.7. This number here is 6.2. So you've got 6.2 minus 2.7 equals to 3.5. Answer is 2. Option 2. Question 6. Which of the following pairs is the base and height of triangle PQR? Okay, if the base and the height have to meet at right angle, right? There's a missing alphabet here. This should be J. Okay, if PQ is the height, PQ is not perpendicular to any line, so this is out. Okay, remember base and height have to meet at the right angle. PJ is here and QJ is here. Now if this is the height, the base has to be this entire line here. Okay, let's see, you've got number 4. Okay, if PR is the base, then QR, which is QJ, sorry, this is J. QJ, which is perpendicular to it, has to be the height. So answer is 4. PQRS is a parallelogram. Which of the following is false? PQR and QRS. PQR is over here and QRS is 180 degrees. That is correct because of the C rule. This is correct. SPQ is here and PQR is here. They add up to 180 degrees. That is correct as well. It's the C rule, 180 degrees. So this is correct. QRS is here, is equal to SPQ. This is correct as well. Let's see the last one. RSP is over here and SPQ is here. These two are not the same. They are, this is the This is the C rule. These two angles here and here, they add up to 180, but they are not the same angle. So this is wrong. The answer is 4. Question 8. Tom has 36 red beads and John had 28 green beads. Each of them packed their own beads equally into smaller bags with no remainder. After packing, they had the same number of beads in each bag. What is the maximum number of beads packed in each bag? This is a test of factors. They're testing your knowledge of factors, okay? 36 and 28. Since they want the maximum number, they are testing you biggest common factor. Okay, 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, 4 times 9, 6 times 6. This is 1 times 28, 2 times 14, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. So which is their highest common factor? It's going to be 4. Okay, so the answer is 4. That's their highest common factor. Question 9. The figure below is not drawn to scale. A, B, and CD are straight lines. These two are straight lines, which means opposite angles are the same, right? If here is 117, that means here to here is 117 as well, okay? That's what you need to know. Notice here there's a right angle, so this is 90 degrees. Find EOB. Where is EOB? EOB is here. Okay, we're trying to look for this angle. We already know this is 90 degrees, so what we need is over here, right? Let's see. Okay. Let me erase all this. AOD is 117 degrees because of opposite angles, right? So now we can find angle AOE over here. Angle AOE is 117 degrees minus 19 degrees equals to 27 degrees. So this is 27 degrees. Now we can find this angle DOB over here, DOB. Angle DOB, do you see that this is a straight line, right? So 27, 90, and this angle should add up to 180 degrees. So to find the last missing angle, 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 27 degrees, this should be 63 degrees. So this is 63 degrees. Now we can find the angle that they want, which is EOB, right? EOB is 90 degrees plus 63 degrees equals to 153 degrees. Now, once you have found the answer, please make sure to look back at the angle. Okay, this is an angle that is bigger than 90 degrees, so this makes sense. Okay, if you get a really big number and the angle is obviously smaller than the right angle, then you gotta be careful. You need to double check again. This is how you do the first round of double checking for your angles question. So answer is 4. Question 10. What fraction of the families have at least one child? At least one child means that if you have one, it is included. Okay, one is included. If you have one child, you have at least one child. Okay, 0 is not included. 2 and 3 are included. What fraction of the families have at least one child? After of is the denominator. This is the numerator. So you're going to find the total first. 7 plus 9 plus 3 plus 1 equals to 20 families. You got 20 families. And how many of them have got at least one? 9 plus 3 plus 1, that is 13. So you got 13 over 20. Option number 3. Question 11. An ant crawled from point A around square ABCD in a clockwise direction. So it started from here and went this direction. After crawling one round, this entire round back to A, it continued to crawl in the same direction and then stopped at point B. So basically, just to help you visualize, the ant crawled from here to here to here to here, and then it crawled back again here. Okay, it crawled how many sides of the square? 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Okay, assuming that one side is 1 unit, if I were to say that one side is 1 unit, okay, the ants would have crawled how many units? The ants would have crawled 5 units in total. Okay, on which side of the square was the ant when it covered 70% of the total distance it crawled? 70% of the total distance. Distance that he crawled, is 100% because it's after off. Do you see that? After off is the 100%. So if he crawled a total of 100%, where was he when he crawled 70%? Okay, that's what they are saying. Now, that means that 5 units is 100%. And that's a bit inconvenient because 1 unit will be 20%, right? And I'm trying to find 70%. 70% is not a multiple of 20%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change what I said just now. Let's make one side 2 units. Okay, if one side is 2 units, he crawled A to B 2 times, right? So in other words, this is 2 units, 2 units. He crawled a total of 10 units. Okay, if one side is 2 units, he crawled a total of 10 units, and 10 units is 100% of the distance that he crawled, which means that when he crawled 70%, he should have crawled 7 units already. Does that make sense? I'm going to switch it around if it's not clear. That means that 100% is 10 units of distance. That means 10% will be 1 unit, and 70% will be 7 units. Okay, remember he started from A, so he crawled from here to here is 2 units, 4 units, 6 units, 8 units, which means 7 units is around here. So where was he? He was along AD, okay, which is here, DA. 7 units is here. So the answer is 4. Question 12. The figure below is made up of 4 identical rectangles. Now I know it's not very clear, but this is the 4. Okay, which means that if the breadth is 1 unit, that means that the length of it is 3 units. This is 3 units, 1 unit, 3 unit, 1 unit. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 3 breadths can fit in the along the length. Find the area of each rectangle. Okay, so over here you see that 4 units is 8 cm. 1 unit is 2 cm, which means that the length, which is 3 units, is 6 cm. Okay, so and then the breadth is 1 unit, so the breadth is 2 cm, the length is 6 cm, so the area is of each rectangle is 2 times 6, 12. Answer is 2. This is a algebra question. We're gonna skip. Question 14. A baker sold 60 cakes in 3 days. Each day he sold 5 cakes fewer than the previous day, which means that as the days go by, he sold less and less cakes, right? Find the number of cakes he sold on the first day. He sold it for 3 days. Let's see, this is the first day. Second day he sold 5 less, and then the third day as well he sold 5 less. Okay, if this is 5, this is 5 as well, and in total he sold 60 cakes, right? This is 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. Let me erase the circle. Okay, how many 5s have I got in the model? 1, 2, 3. 3 5s. 5 times 3, 15. 3 units will be 60 minus 15 equals to 45. 1 unit is 45. divided by 3, 1 unit is 15. How many cakes did he sell on the first day? This is what we're trying to find. 1 unit is 15, right? So first day he sold 15 plus 5, that is 25. The answer is 3. Option 3. Question 15. Lisha stood at the center of a circular path. This is an angles question. Let's divide the thing into 8 parts, okay? Her 8 friends stood around her and spaced themselves out equally as shown below. Lisha made a 90-degree anti-clockwise turn followed by a 135 degrees clockwise turn. In the end, we're working backwards here. She was facing Mimi. Mimi is here. We are going to work backwards. Who was Lisha facing at first? Now, before she was facing Mimi, what happened? She made a 135 degrees clockwise turn. So now we gotta go anti-clockwise, 135 degrees. This is 40 degrees, 40 degrees, 90 degrees, 135 degrees. So she was facing Michael. Okay, then now we go back. Before Michael, what was happening? She made a 90 degrees anti-clockwise turn. Since she made an anti-clockwise turn, we gotta turn back to clockwise. Now 45 degrees, 90 degrees. She was facing Bob at first. Answer is 2. Okay, this is booklet B, question 16. Find the value of 12.16 divided by 4. Be careful of this kind of questions. Do it carefully. Do the full long division. Okay, 3, 12, bring up the decimal point. Okay, this is 0, 1. 1 cannot be divided. Remember to put the 0. This is the one that students usually miss out. Remember to put the 0 since 1 cannot be divided by 4. Then you bring down the 6. Okay, so the answer is 3.04. The perimeter of a square is 3 meters. Find its area. This is the square. And this plus this plus this plus this is 3 meters. Each square has got 4 equal sides, right? So since, let's double check, they want meter square at the end. So we gotta keep the meter, okay? Since the perimeter is 3 meters, that means that one side, one length, should be 3 meters. 3 divided by 4. I'm gonna leave that as a fraction. 3 over 4. There's the length. How do we find the area? Area is length times length. So it's 3 over 4 times 3 over 4. That gives me 9 over 16. Okay. Question 18. Zach is 7 years old. Tom and Tim are 9 years old each. Find the average age of the 3 boys. Average, draw the tan triangle if you're not super sure yet. We are trying to find the average. We need the total and the number. Number is 3 boys. Total 7 plus 9 plus 9, that is 25. Okay, so average should be 25 divided by 3. Now notice here they want years and months. So what are we gonna do? The answer here, 25, if you divide by 3, is 8. Okay, 8 and 1 over 3. Right? So what does this mean? 8 is 8 years. So I'm gonna put here 8 years. How about 1 over 3? This is still 1 over 3 years. Okay, 1/3 of a year. What you can do is you can times 4. So this will be 8 and 4 over 12 years. What is 4 over 12 years? 1 year has 12 months, right? Which means that we've got 4 here. That's how you do it. Question 19, we are going to skip because it's an algebra question again. Question 20, June made 90 pancakes. For every 10 pancakes, June used 4 eggs. How many eggs did she use altogether? 10 pancakes, she uses 4 eggs. 90 pancakes. How many eggs will she use? Here to here times 9. 4 times 9, 36. She uses 36 eggs. Question 21. Miss Lee is between 30 and 50 years old this year, and her age is a multiple of 6. Next year, her age will be a multiple of 7. Next year, she will be 1 year older. How old is Miss Lee this year, right now? Okay, so she's between 30 to 50. We are going to look for multiples of 6 first. The first multiple of 6 is 30, right? 30, 36, 42, 48. The next one is 54. So that's too big. I'm not going to write it down. Okay, this is multiples of 6. Next year, she's going to be a multiple of 7. Again, it has to be more than 30, right? So it's going to start with 35, 42, 49, and then after that it's too big already. It's more than 50, so I can stop here. Which are the two numbers from the 2 times 6 times table and 9 times table that is one bigger than the other? Okay, 48. Next year she'll be 49. So this year she is 48 years old. Next year she will be 49. Question 22. The figure is made up of 3 identical squares, each with an area of 81. Area of a square is length times length. If the area is 81, that means one side is 9 cm. Okay, each side is 9 cm. The squares overlap each other as shown below. The overlapped parts are identical. These two parts are the shaded parts are identical. Given that the area of the figure is 183, find the area of the shaded parts. Now let's assume that there is no overlap at all. Okay, if there's no overlap, one square is 81. 3 squares will be 81 times 3, that is 243. But that is not the area. The area is only 183, right? Why is the area of the figure smaller? Because of overlap number 1, overlap number 2. So 2 of these overlap parts are missing from 183. So I'm gonna do 243 minus 183, that is 60. 60, the missing 60 cm square is a result of the 2 overlapped areas. So that is the answer, right? Find the area of the shaded parts. The shaded parts, which is the overlapping area, is 60 cm square. Question 23. At first, Mary only had 160 blue beads and some green beads. This 160 is only talking about blue beads, okay? The green beads is some. We don't know how many. So 160 is not including the green beads. After adding 12 red beads, 20% of her beads were green and red beads. How many green beads did Mary have? Let's start with what we know. After she added the 12 red beads, 20% were green and red. So green and red, 20%, right? So what is the remaining 80%? The remaining 80% must be the blue beads. And in total, it's 100%. How about before the red beads were added? Before the red beads were added, the blue beads I had 160. The green beads, I don't know, right? The red beads were added 12. Total, I don't know as well. What is the thing that didn't change? The thing that didn't change is the green and the blue beads, right? Over here, we have blue beads on both sides. No blue beads were added, which means these two numbers should be the same. So I'm going to times 2 for everything. So that the blue beads is the same on both sides now. Okay? Let's see. If green and red is 40 and red is 12, now we can find the original number of green beads. Green beads must have been 40 minus 12 equals to 28. We have 28 green beads, and that is the answer. Question 24. Madam Ling is going to bake some buns to sell. In 30 minutes, she can bake 10% of the buns. After every 2 hours of baking, she stops to rest for 1 hour. How long will Madam Ling take to bake 100% of the buns. Okay, in 30 minutes, she can bake 10%, which means that in 2 hours, there are 4 half an hours. She can bake 10% times 4. She can bake 40% of the buns in 2 hours. But after that, she has to rest for 1 hour, which means that actually every 3 hours, including the 1 hour of break, she bakes 40%. Okay, now how long will it take for her to bake 100% of the buns? 100%, how many 40% are there? 1, 2, and then she'll be left with 20% to bake, right? This 40% is going to take her 3 hours. This 40% is going to take her 3 hours. How about this remaining 20%? 10% takes her 30 minutes, which means that 20% will take her 60 minutes, which is the same as 1 hour. So the last 20%, she's going to take 1 hour. How long is she going to take to bake the 100%? 3 hours plus 3 hours plus 1 hour. Oops. 3 hours. She's going to take 7 hours. Question 25. In the figure below, a rectangular piece of paper is folded at 2 of its corners, B and C, as shown. Find angle AEC. Angle AEC is over here. Always look for the angle you're trying to find first. Alright, now with folded papers, there's usually a right angle. So this is right angle, that means this is right angle. This is right angle. When it's folded up, it's still right angle. Do you see that? These 4 angles here, they meet at a point. They should add up to 160, which means that I can find this angle here, ABE, very easily. Angle ABE is 360 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 108 degrees. And this is 180, so this is 180 degrees minus 108 degrees, and that is 72 degrees. So this angle here is 72, okay? And I believe that the 60 they have drawn here is actually here, 60. So the last remaining angle inside this triangle will be angle AEC is 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, which they have given you, minus 72 degrees, the angle we have just found. So this is 180 degrees minus 132 degrees, and that will be 48 degrees. Okay. Double check, does the angle look like 48 degrees? Yeah, it's smaller than a right angle, about half of a right angle. Okay. The figure below is made up of a quadrant and 2 identical semicircles of radius 7 cm. So all this is 7 cm. 777. Okay. Find the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter of the figure will be here and here and here, as well as these 2 7s here. So let's find the rounded sides first. Okay, this part is a semicircle and a semicircle, which means this is a full circle and 1 quadrant. A full circle and 1 quadrant is 5/4 of a circle. I'm trying to find 5/4 of a circle. How do we find area of the 5/4 circle? 5/4 times, what is the formula for area? Pi. Oh, sorry, we're not finding area, we're finding perimeter, right? So it's going to be pi times diameter. The diameter is 7 times 2, which is 14. Cancel as much as you can. This will be 2. 11. This 2 can cross out with the 14. 7 cross out with the 7. So we are left with 55 here. Okay, so the rounded sides are 55. The perimeter of the figure is 55. Oops. Plus the 7 here and the 7 here. plus 7 plus 7 equals to 69. Answer is 69 cm. Question 27. Alice bought a cake. She gave 3/5 of the cake to her children and cut the remaining cake into 6 equal parts. What fraction of the cake was each piece? This is the cake. She gave 3/5 to her children, and the remaining cake is 2/5, and this 2/5 is divided into 6 parts, which means 2/5 divided by 6 equals to 2/5 times 1/6 equals to, cross out if you can. Okay, this will be 1/15. Answer is 1/15. Question 28. Monica purchased 2 similar calculators and 3 similar tiles for $49. Mr. Chan purchased 1 such calculator and 4 such files for, this is files, not tiles, for $32. How much does each file cost? 2 calculators plus 3 files cost $49. 1 calculator and 4 files cost $32. Now we want to make one of the items the same. It's going to be easier to make the calculators the same. So this entire thing I'm going to multiply by 2. 2 calculators and 8 files will cost me $32 times 2. And that's 64. Now why is this 64 and this is 49? Because how many more files? 8 minus 3, 5 more files. So the difference is in price is the price of the 5 files. 64 minus 49, that is 15, which means that 1 file is 15 divided by 5. 1 file is $3. Is that what they want? Each file $3. Okay. Question 29. The distance travelled by some solar-powered race cars were recorded. Jasper recorded 239 cm instead of 293 cm for one of the race cars. All the other distances were recorded accurately. The average distance was recorded as 245.5 cm instead of 251.5 cm. How many race cars were there? Now, because of this inaccuracy, how much extra did he record for one of the race cars? One of the race cars, he recorded 293 minus 239. Let's use the calculator for this one. 293 minus 239. He recorded 54 cm extra. And because of this, how much did the average increase by? Let's see. Minus 245.5. The average increased by 6 cm for each car. So because of this, the average of each car increased by 6 cm, right? So this 54 extra is going to be shared by all the cars. All the cars get an extra 6 because of this. So our job is to find how many 6 are there. 54. Every race car is going to get 6 cm extra. That means that there were 9 race cars. Okay. Last question, question 30. Students at the camp are divided into team A and B. The ratio of the number of boys to girls in team A is 5:4. So team A, boys to girls, is 5:4. Team B. For team B, the boys is to girls is 5:1. Let's see, what else do they have? There are twice as many students in team B as in team A. So we're talking about total. Okay, total here is 6. Total here is 9. I want team B to have twice the number, right? So let's say let's change this to 18. Is that right? 18? Oh no, sorry. We can make this 18, right? Twice of 9 is 18. So here to here I have 2 times 3. So everything times 3 here. Now I have twice the number of students in B than in A. Let's see, there are a total of 35 girls in team A and B. Girls is 3 units and 4 units. 3 plus 4 equals to 7. 7 units is 35 girls. 1 unit will be 5 girls. Oops, 5 girls. How many girls are there in team A? Team A, there are 4 units of girls. 5 times 4, there are 20 girls in team A. That's the answer. And we have reached the end of the paper.